Hey folks, how's it going? So it's been a while since I've done a video here, but I thought I'd do a bit of an update on some projects because I've completed some and I've made progress in others. These are the Plaguebearers of Nurgle. I'd shown a few of these completed already in the previous video. I think it was this dude here. Was it 5 of them I've done? Yeah, I think these 5 I'd shown in a previous video. There was this guy. He's all finished up, obviously. The spikes coming out the back there. If you want to get more information on how I customize these guys, you can go back and check out the previous videos. This guy, the standard bearer, this little guy with a hood and the crook with a bell, and this guy with I just gave him a bit of a shield going on his arm, and of course Chief, the guy that's playing the flute here. So they were all kind of covered in the last video, but I finished up the rest of the guys that are in the box. I didn't do too much to these guys, just because I'd done quite a bit of conversion work in the other ones. But this guy had just taken his left arm. I think originally this arm was kind of turned right around, so the hand was actually at the back, but I'd cut it and twisted it around and then re-sculpted it slightly, just to make his hand face forward, and I've given them this little kind of bone club thing there. I think that was part of the set originally, but I went in and added like a little hand grip sort of section there, just to make it fill out the hand a little bit more. I also had to curl the fingers round on this one a little bit, just to make him look like he's actually grabbing the thing, because the hand was originally quite open. But yeah, he's just a standard looking guy. This one was again fairly simple. I didn't do too much. I'd just added this spike on the side here. I think I'm trying to remember. I think, yeah, that was one of the swords that came with it. I mentioned before that with this set, the only kind of weapon you got was the swords, really. So I wanted to try and give a little bit of variation, so I'd just taken one of the arms, attached this a part of the sword onto there, and then just wrapped some green stuff around it to make it look like he'd just kind of wrapped this spike to his arm, just to give him a bit of a claw sort of thing going on. That was him. This guy was straightforward. There was no conversion work done on him. It was just the standard bits and pieces on there. If anything, I think I just went and added a couple little more boils and bits of detail into him, but nothing too much going on with that one. This guy, I'd taken this little mouth thing coming up the top. That's from the Plague Drones kit. I've got that I'm working on at the minute, and I didn't use some of the pieces, so I've just stuck that to his back and then sculpted it in to make it look like he's got this mouth growing out up on his shoulder there, and just it's kind of like whipping around up on top. So that's all the kind of conversion work, I guess, I did on that one. And finally, this dude, again fairly straightforward, but I'd taken this shield. It wasn't really a shield, it was a little piece of, I can't even remember what it was, a piece of a standard, I think. But I just thought it would make for an interesting little shield on his arm there, and again just added some like straps in there, just to you know, for it to make sense. And then round the back here, I just sculpted in a couple spikes, like it's they're growing out of his shoulder. I like to I wanted to add a bit more dimension to these guys, because they were all just kind of, you know, standard, like straight up with arms coming out. So I want to try and change up the dimensions, I guess, of them as much as possible. And it was a good chance just to play around with conversion work, because I've not done too much of it and I'm still kind of learning. So I thought this was a good opportunity just to play around with some bits and pieces, and, you know, try some different ideas. It's all fairly straightforward work. It doesn't take too much in the way of like skill. It's mainly just the patience, kind of having, you know, the patience to sit down and work on these things. It can be quite fiddly, but it's, you know, it's kind of the nature of the hobby, I guess, is, you know, it is fiddly, tedious work. So with these guys being finished, I don't know what I'll do with them. I'll maybe put them up on eBay or something, because I don't actually play the game. So for the minute, these guys are just kind of sitting around in my collection, and as much as I would like to have a huge collection of finished pieces, I don't really have the space or the, it'd be a shame for these things to just sit around on a shelf if someone that, actually plays the game and can get some use out of them, or has a growing collection of miniatures and stuff like that, would like to get a hold of them. I think it'd be much better for them to go to someone that will appreciate them. So we'll see. I'll maybe I'll maybe make an eBay store and get these guys up. But I'll kind of give you information about that in the future video. But yeah, the standard of my work and stuff is hopefully only going to improve. I've still got a lot to learn, but I'm really enjoying the process of of learning, I guess. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I've got a whole bunch more projects here that I've done some more work on, so I'll get to making videos of those in a little bit. But in the meantime, cheers for all the support and stuff. The views on some of my other videos are far more than I expected them to get. I thought this would just be like my own little undiscovered corner of the internet, I guess, but it's really cool to see that the videos are getting views, and I think they've been shared quite a bit on various forums and stuff like that, so that's awesome. But yeah, until the next video, cheers for watching, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye.